Hello children. Today we will do three very important questions of this exercise. They are question number 14, 15 and 16. So here goes the question. A 1.2-meter tall girl spots a balloon moving with the wind in a horizontal line at a height of 88.2 meter from the ground. The angle of elevation of the balloon from the eyes of the girl at any instant is 60 degree, and after some time the angle of elevation reduces to 30 degree. Find the distance traveled by balloon during the interval. So let's understand the question first and then we will start solving. Children, you all must have seen gas balloon, and the gas balloon, is at instant, if it is here, after some times the observer observes that it moves in a straight line and reaches the point C. The height of the balloon is not changing, just the position is changing from A to the balloon to the position C. And here is the observer PQ. In the previous question, you have neglected the height of the observer. But in this particular question, he is giving us the height of the observer also. That means eye of the observer is at point P. It is not on the ground. Otherwise, we assume that the eye is on the ground. But now the height of the observer is given. Therefore, the eye is at P. And if I observe this balloon at point A, then this will be my straight vision. And from straight vision, I uplifted my eye at an angle of 60 degree. So uplifted the eye, that means angle of elevation is formed. From this level, I am raising my vision to an angle of 60 degree. Therefore, this is the angle of elevation formed to see the balloon at the point A. Now, after some time, the balloon is at point C. The straight vision is still this line. And now my vision is changed from this angle to this angle. And now the angle framed in the eye is of 30 degree. So this time the angle of elevation is 30 degree. With this information, we need to find out the distance moved by the balloon. Now he is giving us that the observer is of height 1.2 meter and the total height of the balloon from the ground is 88.2 meter. So children, from here, what I did is I have drawn a line of vision, straight vision. And line of straight vision, since it is parallel to the ground, therefore the distance MB, ND and PQ all are equal. Therefore, they all are equal to 1.2 meter, 1.2 meter. Therefore, this AM and CN both are equal to 87 meter. Now let's start solving the question. And before starting, we have to write down the explanation of the figure. So this is AB equal to CD is equal to 88.2 meter height of the balloon. PQ is equal to MB is equal to ND is equal to 1.2 meter. All are equal to the height of the observer. And AM is equal to CN is equal to 87 meter. And if I want to calculate this AC, I can also calculate MN. Since I told you children, all the vertical lines are parallel, all the horizontal lines are parallel in this height and distance. So that means this is framing a rectangle. Both pair of opposite sides are parallel. Therefore, it's a parallelogram. And each angle is of 90 degree. Therefore, it is a rectangle. Therefore, AC and MN, they are equal. Children, this you need not to explain. This is quite understood in uh, height and distance. We need not to explain it. It is always clear to each and everyone that all the horizontal lines are parallel and all the vertical lines are parallel. Now let's start with the question. Let's observe a triangle. Let's find out a triangle wherein we have one side is given to us and the other we want to calculate. So let's start with triangle AMP first. In triangle AMP, we know perpendicular and we want to calculate the base. So we will be able to calculate PM from this triangle. And if I consider the other right angle triangle, always locate the right angle triangle in the figure. So this is the first right angle triangle. This is the first right angle triangle. And the second right angle triangle is here. This is the second right angle triangle. So the first right angle triangle is AMP and the second right angle triangle is CNP. So if I apply trigonometry in this triangle, this is known. So unknown side will be MP. I will be able to get it. And if I apply in CNP, so the unknown side is PN. So I'll be able to calculate PN. So if I subtract PM from PN, I'll be left with MN and MN is equal to AC. So this way we will move to calculate the desired distance. Now let's start with triangle AMP. AM upon PM is equal to 60 degree. The angle involved in this triangle is 60 degrees. So we will put the values. AM is 87, PM we want to calculate, and 1060 degrees is square root 3. So from here we got that PM is equal to 87 upon square root 3. Now we will apply the trigonometry in triangle CPN, CN upon PN, again perpendicular upon base, that is again 10, and the angle 10 theta, and the angle here is 30 degree, therefore it is 10 30 degree. Put the value. CN is 87 and PN we want to calculate. This is equal to 10 30 degrees 1 by square root 3. Therefore PN is equal to 87 square root 3. To get MN, we will do PN में से subtract कीजिए PM. You will be left with MN. So MN is PN minus PM. Put the value that you have calculated. 87 square root 3 minus 87 square root 87 upon square root 3, take LCM, subtract it and rationalize. You will get that it is equal to 58 square root 3 meter. 58 square root 3 meter. This is 58 square root 3 meter. And children, if you have you are given with the value of a square root 3, then what will you do? If you are given the value of a square root 3, then you will put the value also, and you will get that the height of the distance moved by the balloon is 100.34 meters. So I hope you are able to understand. Let's move to the next question. This is question number 15 of NCERT. This is again a very important question, children. A straight highway leads to the foot of a tower. So this is the highway. I have taken BD as the highway. This is the highway. This line BD is representing highway. And this is the tower. So a highway leads to the foot of a tower. A man standing at the top of the tower. So the observer is here now. The observer is on the top of the tower. The observer observes a car at an angle of depression of 30 degree. Now children, the observer is on the top. If it is on the top, the observer is here. That means his straight vision is this. Always draw the line of straight vision. When the observer is on the ground, the line on the ground itself represents the straight vision. But if you are somewhere on the top and observing something down, then children, your line of sight of straight vision you have to draw. So this is your straight vision, and from straight vision, this is the depression angle formed to see the car at the position D. So to see the car at the position D, how much he has to move his eye, the angle formed in the eye to see the car from the straight vision to this vision. that is angle of depression. So this is 30-degree angle of depression, and car reaches from D to C. Therefore, the angle also changes. Straight vision ये था, यहाँ से इतना मूव किया कार को देखने के लिए. So the angle of depression changes from 30 degree to 60 degree. Now the time taken by the car to change the position from D to C is 6 seconds, and he want us to find out the distance moved, total distance moved from D to B, total distance moved from D to B. So that means this time we know. If somehow we are able to calculate this time, the time that the car has taken from C to B, we will add the two time and we will get the total time to reach the taken by the car to reach the tower. Now children, this is the height, and let's talk about the distance. So the distance of the car from first position to the tower is y meter we have taken. From the second position we have taken z meter, and the height of the tower we have taken as x. So distance of the tower and the first position of the car is y meter, second position z meter, and the height of the tower is x meter. And children, if I want to know what is the distance between the two positions, so this is y minus z, y minus z. So these are the information that you need to give for explanation of the figure. Let's start. So if I start with this triangle ABD, this is the height of the tower and this is the distance. So relation between the height and the distance taken by the car to reach the tower will be perpendicular upon base, that is equal to tan 30 degree. As the angle in this alternate interior angles are equal, these lines are considered parallel, so that means this is equal to 30 degree, and therefore this is 1 by square root 3. In this way we get the relation between x and y as y is equal to square root 3 times x. Now in triangle ABC, let's get the relation between x and z. So perpendicular upon base, again it is tan 60 degree. So AB upon BC is equal to tan 60 degree. Put the value, AB is x, BC is z. Therefore the relation between x and z is x is equal to root 3 z. So from first and second, this is first. And if I say this is second, so from first and second, if I put the value of x here from second, so I'll be getting y. In place of x, I'll be putting square root 3z. So square root 3z I'll be putting here, and therefore it will be y is equal to 3z. If y is equal to 3z, this distance is z, and y is equal to 3z. Therefore, what about DC? DC is y minus z. So y minus z means y is 3z, 3z minus 2z. So that means DC is equal to 2z. DC is equal to 2z. Now this 2z distance is traveled in 6 seconds. 2z distance is moved in 6 seconds. Therefore 1z distance will be covered in 6 by 2. That therefore 3 seconds he will take to cover z distance. Now this z distance is covered in 3 seconds. This distance is covered in 6 seconds. So therefore the total time taken to cover this whole distance from D to B will be 6 plus 3, that is 9 seconds. So I hope you are able to understand this. Let's move to the last question. Last question, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from 2 points at a distance 4 meter and 9 meter from the base of the tower and in the same straight line with it are complementary. Prove that the height of the tower is 6 meter. Now this is the tower And this is the first point of observation, D. D is the first point of observation. The person is standing at D, observes the top of the tower. Therefore, at the ground he is, the observer is at the ground. This is his straight vision. Ground वाली line straight vision हो जाती है अगर आप ground पर हैं तो. So ये ground वाली line is straight vision. You have moved from here to here to see the top of the tower. Therefore, this is the angle of elevation. Now, this is the second position. And if from here he observed, therefore, this will become the angle of elevation. He is giving us that these two angles are complementary. And we know that the sum of complementary angle is always equal to 90. So if I consider this angle as theta, this one will be 90 minus theta. And he's giving us that the first point is 9 meters away from the tower and the second point is 4 meters away from the tower. So let's start. So in the first triangle, this is the first triangle, AB upon BC, perpendicular upon base, again 10, and the theta involved in this is 90 minus theta. Therefore, this is 10 90 minus theta. Now you have to recall complementary angles identity. So 10 90 minus theta is cot theta. So you will change it by cot theta. Then again, you know that cot theta is equal to 1 by 10 theta. So this you got that x by 4 is equal to 1 by 10 theta. AB is x and BC is given equal to 4 meters. So put the values, applies these identities and get this relation. Now let's use the other triangle, triangle ABD. So perpendicular upon base, x by 9, and the angle used in this triangle is theta. Therefore, this is equal to 10 theta. Now, these are the two relations that you have. Now, you have to apply your mind to how to be benefited of these two relations that you got to get the value of x. So just take 2 minutes to observe. You know that if I multiply first and second, then this 10 theta and 10 theta is going to cancel. So if I multiply the first and the second, left hand will be multiplied by left hand, right hand will be multiplied by right hand, and therefore I will have x squared by 36 is equal to 1 by 10 theta into 10 theta, that is 1. Therefore, x square is equal to 36. What is the value of x? Of course, we write plus minus, but the distance is never negative. So we will consider only plus 6. So this way, we got that the height of the tower is 6 meters. This is another very, very important question by examination point of view. With this, we complete this chapter. I hope children, you are very comfortable now and will perform well in future to apply the concept of height and distance. That's all from my side.